Can't you leave us alone?
Leave me be! Even your thoughts are loud.
Traitor. An Anolmenawe does not wear the dress of the strange.
Do you want something? Enough questions.
Birtir to Mad.
You're different from the others.
Different.
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start I am a gatherer. I hunt a little.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of
The beliefs of the village. Our beliefs are the same as those of we believe in the earth, that can the rain that quench, in the beasts that feed us, and in though I do not know what more I can say.
What can you tell me?
Our rituals. I am not a denegad. Even you, why you bother me? We go and bother some.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here.
When they came, they spoke, said that nature was just nature. These men know nothing. She sniffed around everywhere. As I was told that she tried to enter my own home. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost.
This question will seem a dark spirit.
No. There is no such thing as dark.
I must leave now. Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but they don't seem all that keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know a little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet there is something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything, but someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That fellow was really nervous. Perhaps we should try and search his house to see what he's hiding.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to be fast, and it will only work once.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions?
More questions?
If we could avoid... What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him and he seemed...
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Vogelendijk, the next servant of the name.
Where does this man live?
Down there.
I would like to take a...
What? Why would you want to do that?
I really need to go inside. I must verify something.
This request is strange. But we must prove that the suspicions cast upon our village are not true. These people of Teleme will not give up their search.
Very well. And be respectful of what you find there. Be good.
Go away, Renaig say. You are not welcome in my...
Oi! Toiges! Radayam Redit Quad!
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face. This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This sort of offering and its seals resembles nothing that we call upon in our rituals. I have never seen anything like it. It is a troubling sight. The Sengedin Anadas are known for being terrifying on the battlefield. Perhaps they wear masks such as this one.
I wouldn't like to cross paths in a dark alleyway with someone wearing a mask like this. I do not believe in all those demon stories, but all these horrors do make you think.
We should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us. Did you learn anything?
No. Nothing more.
I was able to sneak into the...
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things, finally, the proof we need that they cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village. And I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes. But you have already proven more competent.
I shall try.
Thank you, Phil.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him. Perhaps we could hide and wait here. Then we will be able to see whether...
Wake up, he's coming.
Why? Why, Mr. Renault changes?
What's happening?
In a way, the heavens, life, and at the very... Where could our man have gone?
He must have gone through this door, made out of roots. What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way, I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key to the portal.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke... I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Could you tell us again what you saw when you touched that tree?
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before. The drawing on this stone represents... I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! The potion...
This stone bears the image of a storm. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent light? I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Don't do it, the
This stone is adorned with the I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
A bit of poison on my blade. Cast more spells.
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Don't do it, Siri. You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Quiet!
Close duis, atuda yam canadedole. Tadulan vrandi, alaun eles agen ole vei. Closi garamam itelami olflinau ich egrem. Closi gedem tayentis olarabeni a ol slai. Fanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbus o galanzani. Tugom benis gremos nigawi. Renkasie krimaderem denegao edent. Close duis, arujekt nes diri.
Lois des Raman ades Gideon, Argenta. Esfarnu fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga la Dandian. Esfarnu fradi, Dawid Gaishidon. Agesfarnu fradi, Dawid Gremos Anagui.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Telemei's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Donegad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Dedra.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were talking about?
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen anything like it. I hoped you'd be able to explain what they were trying to achieve. As you can see, my companion is not a Renaigze like the others. She bears our likeness. Please share your knowledge with us. Grant us the chance to understand.
Very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed. The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Renoigsi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication possible?
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit the sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.
What a strange party we have here. Who are you to come and disrupt our solitude?
Good day. We?
You? You are on Olmenawi and at the same time Renaigze? So it is possible to bond yourself on your faraway island?
We are here because Teleme has asked us to carry out an investigation. They think that certain clans venerate a demon, an evil creature. We carried out our investigation of Vedlog on Chief Deirdre in an attempt to discover the truth. And the clues have led us to find our answers in this sanctuary.
Deirdre sends you to seek out a demon? Curious. A man from your island came already. He had a small party of warriors with small...
A lion?
An emblem that is fitting for the pride of the Bridge Alliance.
They set up a camp near here and then...
Do you know where, precisely?
It was a long time on my memory, but it wasn't far. They were asking nearly...
A fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes. A red serpent. The image is fading. I can't see much of anything. The image is fading. I can't see much of anything. A fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect.
These remains, they must be the people the hermit was talking about, don't you think?
Probably. You can still discern the crest of the Alliance on this doublet. Let's search the area. There might still be something interesting.
What do you want, strange stranger?
We found the camp you spoke of. Well,
I told you. You were not the...
Many died.
I warned them, I remember too bad. Their weapons were strange, stranger. The marsh is more powerful.
That doesn't seem to bother you all that much.
Teofradi gives. Teofradi takes. But you're still here.
I found this note. It speaks of a ritual, but it is incomplete.
A ritual? Yes.
But for me, it would be useful. Can you...
There must have a reason. Do you see those drums over there? They
awaken the earth?
Oh, and that's not all. Once the earth is awakened, the...
Quench a stone.
But you're still here.
How do you play the drums?
Oh, that's easy. The music is... You need only respect the natural order.
That's not really...
Come now, come now. You must first make the snake rattle, unless it is first to be the insect.
I'm listening.
Each drum must only be played, but you're still here.
Quench a stone.
Water trickles on the stone and returns to us, empowered by its force.
This note I found explains a recipe. A potion thought to Is that what must be poured over?
Oh, yes. But you're still here. What do you...
Nothing. Evidently, we made a mistake at some point. Evidently, we made a mistake at some point.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if we can ward off this threat.
Close to Issa, Stiri.
Evidently, we made a mistake at some point.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar. It looks like an altar. The stones. That must be where we need to pour the potion. I just need to get my hands on it. What is this?
You knew her, old man? Before
May the earth swallow you whole, but in all milfrick he will chase you.
Calm down.
Siora, what is he talking about?
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadaig before she bonded. It was a Doneigad who received very much power.
Are you saying that that creature was...
Yes, like you and me. Anyone who draws... As for your other question. Enon mir Frichteman.
It is a rather evocative name. What is it?
Enon mir Frichteman.
Enough to think that this being wants to harm us. Perhaps...
And why is that? Why would the source of your...
I don't know, Siora. But didn't this man just say that we need to learn more?
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is with us no longer. You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm warrior. What do you seek?
You have set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces, a spirit of the Isle. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one must know. But you survived. You are strong. I should not have thought you so weak.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very barm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance. And rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses. And that you keep to yourself all that you have seen. You are a brave Onol Manawi, and I would like to request your help.
You request my help after sending me on a suicide mission?
You helped us to find the camp of the Soul Lasser. And you have proven your valor fighting the Nadaig. So yes, I am asking for your help in saving the people who are suffering in this camp.
What do you intend to do, exactly?
Attack and destroy this camp, and those who live in it, to set my people free.
And how am I supposed to help you?
My clan is powerful. Ssd of the Gaius Rad is in my debt, but I'm afraid she might You know how to talk to people.
I suppose...
That would be good. It would also be good. Meet us near the camp with the forces you managed.
I think we should inform the Mother Cardinal of the Order Luminous' actions.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened...
What's going on?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, but they must have encountered problems. Brother, he most likely came to seek help, but he fainted.
I am not a doctor, but
Oh, please do. Any help would... And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late.
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks. The flesh is swollen around the bites. Have you tried giving him any...
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were...
No matter what happened...
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from...
We could ask Lair. He will direct us...
Onol Manawi, I heard that you managed...
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alone. And you proved me right.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning. But the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp.
So, you came to see me. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles.
Thank you. I will go... I have to go.
Like...
Here you are again. What do you want?
What can you tell me about...
He is a man of what I think the mind shake almost speak.
I have come to ask for your help.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the...
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge
Do you know which antidote...
Yes. These priests are idiots. You are different. So, I will give you the potion to... Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Where am I?
You're in Eden.
The swamp is so hostile.
What caused these...
A nightmarish creature. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when I managed to run away.
Show me the location of your
There.
Thank you. do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
The researchers must have cleared this passage. If we follow it, we should find it.
I had no way of knowing.
Really? But I did warn you. You just wanted to have it your way. Someone so
It looks like we're right on time. If we do not intervene, they're sure to gut each other. Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you.
How did you manage to find?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to
He must be dead, like our other companion. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such...
Maybe you should calm down and...
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he's been... We have made incredible discoveries.
You are beyond redemption. I won't... If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency...
How charming. Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what...
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient. She organized this expedition in a... And now she's accepting as facts.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, but their content is so absurd. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before.
How would they have done that?
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. And let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night.
That's strange.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but... And they have better things to do than roam around their camp.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been...
Those savages may very well have been following us since our... We will not be safe on this island.
I see. So, you haven't...
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy...
I understand your concern, given what happened to your colleagues. But I must also talk to Sister...
Do as you like.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were...
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. According to him, we should never have continued.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. But what really angers Virgil is the content. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake.
Brother Fidelis told me that...
Yes, that's why he left, along with Father Orbricus. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not... I must admit that I underestimated... I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more
And no one has searched for those...
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me, along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number...
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother...
Indeed.
I also heard Brother Virgil. And I must admit that at this stage it's difficult, but it's not what matters the most.
Are you sure that you can manage?
Don't worry about it.
In that case, you should start searching at the excavation. You will have no trouble finding it.
Thank you. This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
No. Look, it may be what someone wanted it to look like, but his wound was inflicted with a weapon. He was struck in the back of the head, from behind, with a mace made of metal, not stone.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
No. Look, it may be what someone wanted it to look like, but his wound was inflicted with a weapon. He was struck in the back of the head, from behind, with a mace made of metal, not stone.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation. Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! What?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia...
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is...
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need. Only the Renaigse are
Who else could...
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition.
Fine. You unmasked me. The Ordo Luminis sent me to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our... But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder... But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because...
I understand that you might want to protect your nation.
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. But since you want to avoid using violence, help my colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigse tried to... The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have done...
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on... Everybody listen. Alas, I must
How awful.
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. But it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing?
Brother Virgil confessed.
Monster! You will pay.
You stupid goose. You shouldn't have been so quick and want to reveal them for all to hear. You are...
How dare you present yourself as the protector of us?
A bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells.
Let's see who the will favor.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was in here. Take this. Alas. We will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any trace. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come...
We should rummage through this area. If someone lived here, it must have been in a drier place.
Watch out! Allah died!
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells! Armor will no longer protect you! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Look at this cave. It is a good place for an old man to settle.
Some people have lived, but we will have to look further if you want to find places with the sea. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
This is a cave of knowledge, or at least it looks like one. The old man must have been exceptional to be able to live in such a place.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichteman. It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent. I seem to recall that Saint Matthias is almost always depicted using a similar rosary. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men dwi stad en on mil frichtemen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon mil frichtemen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him. I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I can't believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada. So that's what it was. The priest's old sage became a Donegad. I don't think that they'll be happy about that. And yet, it could bring peace. The Solasser will no longer be able to burn our people and our guardians.
Why is he not depicted wearing the marks of the Donegada?
It was a very long time ago. Magic had not yet been...
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation...
I know how difficult keeping some... It could lead to peace with the natives, as much as it could lead to a civil...
I already took... If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as... I'll think about it on the way there.